All right, got a range day today. Back at it with these 87 grain Vmaxes. Tell you what we got going on here. All right, so as you can see, we got a great day today. It's about 55 to 60 degrees, low wind, so we're taking advantage of this and getting back after our development we started with this 87 grain Vmax. So what I've got here is from the previous video, 39.5 grains of H4350 in this 243. So basically what I've loaded up here is two sets, and all I'm testing today is seating depth. So I've got two sets of, 2 3-shot sets of 2000s, two at 6000s, 10,000s, and then 15,000s. And the reason why I did two sets is one set's going to go at 100 yards and one set we're going to shoot at 300 yards. So this gun does a pretty good job of pretty much shooting everything really well. But at 300 yards, I hope to see a difference. So that's why we're going to run this guy out to 300. This couple rows over here are just some sighter bullets. So let me get this target hung. We'll get this thing going. Okay, well, this let's just talk about this real quick. This card was just a couple warm-up shots, make sure we're zeroed where we said we were hitting. So you can see a little bit left here. This is 2000s off the lands. This is 6 thou off the lands, 10, and then 15. I did adjust the scope from here to this card, right, to put these guys on center. But I think it's pretty clear 6 thou seems to be the sweet spot, which is what I was using all summer too. That's kind of funny. I haven't played with the seating depth, but anyways, this will be interesting. Do see a little bit of a difference, right? Even at 100 yards. So, but I'm still going to go to 300. And we'll shoot these guys again. So let's see what we get. Okay, here we are at 300. This range I'm at's pretty nice, but I got to hike a mountain to get up here. So hopefully I can catch my breath by the time I get behind that gun. All right, let's see what we get. All right, I repositioned the camera a little bit here, but I think this is pretty definitive data. This is exactly what I was hoping to see. Here again we have 2,000s off the lands, seeding depth 6 thou off the lands, 10 thou off the lands, 15,000s. So it's good to know this, good to do this. But this, you can tell this 87 grain Vmax likes a modest, seeding depth, at least for this rifle. And this is, again, this is just a factory Remington 700 243. Very happy with these results. I'll get this back to the shop and measure some of this stuff up. That looks like that's well under 1 MOA, but that looks like a 1-inch group at 300. So just because this guy looks so tight from the bench, I took another 3 shots over here at this swinger. Just kind of pan over here. So I took another 3 shots at 6 thou off the lands, and I got three hits right there. Really pretty tight group for this gun. So there's only one more thing to do from here, and that's to take this guy out to 500. So we'll try that next video. Stay tuned. Whew, it's a hike. All right, I got this thing back to the shop here, got it marked up. Just to review here, this is the 100-yard set of cards here. I had a couple test shots, nothing major there, and then started right in with a 2,000s seeding depth, 6 thou, 10 thou, 15 thou. So for this group here, we're just over ½ an inch, like 0.54. This group on the 6 thou is just under a ½ inch at 0.49. The 10 thou group is about 1/4 of an inch or 3/4 of an inch, and then the 15 thousandths is 0.6 inches. So they're all really close. When we went out to 300 yards here, we've got our 2 thou group here. Now I'm marking this at 1.325 because I shot 2 shots and then I adjusted my scope. Okay, so I did the best I could to kind of measure here. It's 1.32 inches. So not bad. I mean, with a scope adjustment, that's a nice little tight group, really. 6 thou group here is 0.710. No complaints on that one at all. The 10 thou group measured out at 2.1 inches at 300 yards. I think I got a bit of a flyer here. This group's pretty tight too. So really all 3 of these could probably work if that's a flyer. I don't know if it is, so I'm going to stay away from this 10 thou stuff. But 15 thou is pretty, starting to really open up here. We're at 2.3, almost 2.5 inch group there at 300 yards. So all in all, I think this is a pretty fun little exercise and kind of showcases, sometimes seeding depth is a very big knob to turn to tune in accuracy. So I always go through this exercise of, testing seeding depth kind of last. Next thing I'm going to do with this gun is go to 500 yards with it. So we'll see how she does at 500. So stay tuned for the next video. All right, thanks for watching.